Hello, I hope y'all are doing great. It is September 26th, and today I'm back once again. So today I'm going to be talking about the tropics. I'm just going to be focusing on the tropics. We have a not like a, it shouldn't be a long video. Yeah, it should not be a long video, but we have a good bit to talk about with Hurricane Ian. So let's just go ahead and get started. Yeah, so this is Hurricane Ian right now as of the 5 o'clock or 5 p.m. advisory, which by the end of the video, because it's currently 7:45, I could probably just show you all that. Hopefully by the end of the video, the new 8 p.m. one. But maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. So it has strengthened a lot since this morning. I think at like 6:30 this morning, it was about 75 miles per hour. So it's strengthened about 25 miles per hour so far today. Tropical storm force wind speed probabilities 90 to 100% across a little bit of western Florida there and a good bit of western Cuba. We can see that it does extend now all the way up into Georgia, South Carolina. The potential or the increased potential for some tropical storm force wind speeds. 50 knot wind speeds. This is like 58 miles per hour or higher. Western Florida there, right around Tampa with the highest chance as well. Hurricane force around Tampa as well, around 50 to 60% chance, around 50%, which I do expect that to increase though as we get closer to this. Arrival time of winds, most likely arrival time of winds. Across the Keys tomorrow at 8 p.m. we could be seeing tropical storm force winds. By the time you wake up on Wednesday, we could be seeing tropical storm force winds across a good bit of southern Florida. Wednesday afternoon that extends further north and into by Thursday morning, you can see it just extends Friday morning all the way into Georgia, which by this time the storm will be a little weaker for us in Georgia. I mean, right now it's a little interesting, which I'm not going to talk about that in the video. I'm doing a stream after this video. I'm going to live stream, so I'll talk about that a little there because there'll be a little more time. Talk about that. It's not a big deal though compared to what we have going on in other areas. Looking at the cone though, major hurricane right until it gets close to Florida. Currently expected to make landfall about like right there. Hurricane warnings out for Tampa. Hurricane watches out for a little like north and south, as well as tropical storm warnings. Tropical storm watches out for a lot of Florida, like a lot of interior Florida as well. Not really the interior, but like. I kind of guess. Yeah, so tomorrow, or not tomorrow, no, I did not mean to do that. Tuesday evening, we can see our low is west of the Keys. Likely already exceeding tropical storm force winds as well as a good bit of wind. 952 millibars. This is the GFS. Keep that in mind. We're going to be looking at a couple miles. By Wednesday morning, we can see it is straight west of South Florida there. 952, very strong storm. We're seeing some of those bands start to be pushed in. 20 threat increasing over some areas, and as well as lots of heavy rain. And we're already seeing a good bit of wind, especially along that western coast. And we're already seeing storm surge issues at this time by Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, 9:49. Right, I mean we're seeing some very intense winds right there. Intense winds for most of central Florida, and it's still gusty over like southern Florida. Even gusty as far like as South Georgia due to the pressure gradient between this and the high pressure to the north. We can see lots of bands pushing across Florida. By Thursday morning, it's right next to Tampa. I mean, Tampa's getting a lot of wind. And that moves so slowly. I mean, by Thursday, this has barely moved. Tampa's still getting like really strong winds, and then it turns into a pretty big rainmaker as it moves into the southeast. Friday afternoon, tropical storm force winds, or wind gusts at least. Maybe even still some hurricane force gusts in Florida, but all the way into Georgia, South Carolina, and this push up into like northern Georgia before the storm like slowly weakens, and we lose those tropical storm force gusts. But maybe some like gusts of 45 across a little bit of North Georgia. As of right now, it's probably not going to happen because it never does. But I mean, yeah, maybe this could be the storm we actually get something. Other than Irma. For in North Georgia, but still Euro is very similar. The GFS is, I mean, these are really close models. Thursday morning, right to the west of Tampa. Actually, a little bit further offshore than the GFS, but still, Tampa's gets some really strong winds. And then it makes landfall a little further west. It also goes west. It doesn't, it kind of goes, it does a similar track like once it gets into Georgia that Irma kind of did. We have a pretty large tropical storm force wind field, Macon, Athens, Atlanta, even in the South Carolina. Lots of rain. Rain will be an issue for sure with this across Georgia, Alabama, maybe South Carolina if the GFS or the European verifies. Canadian, we'll look at the Canadian for fun. Much further offshore, okay. And it also like weakens a lot, okay. Yeah, so Canadians, it's being its own model. For fun, we'll take a look at the NAM3. Of course. Okay, this is not okay. We're not looking at this like for fun. This is just for fun. This is not gonna happen. I hope not. I mean, this would be. I mean, it's an 885 right there. I don't think that's gonna happen. That's just an NAM3. NAM3 always does this. It always has these storms going below like 900 millibars for some reason. I don't understand why. I mean, the NAM doesn't do that really. The NAM is not like the best tropical model at all, but its path is similar to the GFS and the Euro. I'll say also the strength. Tampa once again just gets a lot of wind. RDPS. I don't really know much about this in tropics, but we'll see. We'll see, I guess. Okay, that's realistic. Yeah, so I mean, there's a pretty good confidence that Tampa's going to get a lot from this. Tampa would be the biggest. It's going to likely be the biggest problem regarding storm surge, winds, rain, and other factors as well. Yep, that's that. That's what it's looking like right now. That's pretty much all I got. I'm not going to talk about much. I want to keep this video short. Tomorrow I should have another video out on this, just this storm again. Friday, or not Friday, Wednesday. Maybe not, because on Wednesday I do have a lot. I'm probably going to have more homework to have a test on Thursday that I kind of have to do well on. So I'm going to probably, I might have time though, because I don't have cross country after school. So I mean, yeah, maybe Wednesday I could probably post maybe every day this week. At least shorter videos, but maybe not streams every night like tonight, but shorter videos at least. But yeah, so thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. I hope y'all all have a great day tomorrow. And yeah, goodbye.